What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. Man, this is going to be kind of deep. And it is what it is. We got to grow up. We have to grow up. Man, first and foremost, man, I bless each and every one of you that watch this video. May God continue to guide you and lead you in your growth and development. May God continue to aid you in your healing process. We got to learn how to deal with our trauma and our bullshit. You know what I mean? Every one of us have them. We have to learn how to deal with that in a healthy manner. You know what I mean? And that's the process of growing up. That's the process of becoming all we came here to be. Let's go. Years ago, I had a heart-to-heart conversation with God. Just mad about my life and mad about how things turned out, and trying to understand why God abandoned me, trying to understand why God wasn't looking out for me. I'm trying to understand why God just let everything happen that happened. You know what I mean? Again, we got to grow up. We got to understand what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? We have to, and that's part of the growth and development. That's the crucial aspect of growth and development. Understanding what's truly going on. Understanding what truly happened. Okay? We look at life from our perspective. And from our perspective, it looks like this. You know what I mean? From our perspective, it looks fucked up. From our perspective, it looks bleak. From our perspective, it looks like we're fucking victims. From our perspective, it looks like everybody's dogging us the fuck out. From our perspective, it looks like nobody loves us and nobody's cared about us and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop and everybody's cheated on us and woe is me and da-da-da-da. From our perspective. And you're entitled to your motherfucking opinion. Just because you're entitled to your fucking opinion doesn't mean that your opinion is factual. Just because you're entitled to your opinion doesn't mean that your opinion is truth. We got to grow the fuck up. And we got this saying here in America, everybody's entitled to their fucking truth. No, the fuck you ain't. You are not entitled to your own truth. You ain't got your truth. You got your fucking opinion. You got your fucking perspective. And we gotta grow the fuck up and understand that shit. That's not your fucking truth. That's your fucking opinion. There's a difference between truth and opinion. There's a difference between truth and your fucking perspective of the truth. We got to grow the fuck up and understand this shit. So as a little kid, 6-year-old kid, I was sitting there, and I had all these preachers coming into my life. You know, I grew up in a Christian church, and all these people would lay hands on me and talk about, man, you're going to be a mighty man of God, and whoop and all this other stuff, right? And I didn't want to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be involved with the church. I didn't want to deal with none of that stuff, right? And so I finally, at the age of 6, was like, okay, God, I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, God, I'll say what you want me to say. I'll go where you want me to go. But I'm going to ask you for 5 things, God. As a 6-year-old kid, I'm trying to make a deal with God. As a 6-year-old kid, I'm trying to bargain with God. I'll go where you want me to go. I'll say what you want me to say. Just give me these 5 things, God. I need these 5 things to help me and do what you want me to do. First thing I asked for, God, I want the strength of Samson. I want the strength of Samson. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere, I promise you. I want the faith of Job. I want the wisdom of Solomon. I want the love of David. And I want the teaching ability of Paul. As a 6-year-old kid, I asked God for those 5 things. That's all I asked for. And I only asked for those 5 things so that I could do what God wanted me to do. I only asked for those 5 things so that I could go where God wanted me to go and say what God wanted me to say and be the man that I thought God wanted me to be. God never answered me in regards to that prayer and my petition at that time. Stay with me. After making that prayer request to God, that petition to God, I was molested at church. As a 6-year-old kid, I'm crying out to God, asking God for 5 characteristics to help me be the man or become the man that I was supposed to be. 5 characteristics. I didn't ask for wealth. I didn't ask for fame. I didn't ask for any of that stuff. 5 characteristics to be the man that I'm supposed to be. And I got molested at church afterwards. And then the following week, I was molested again. That flipped my world upside down. That was my tower moment in tarot. There's this card called the Tower card, where everything's on fire, people jumping out of the fucking building and shit's crumbling down. And the tarot card is where your world is just collapsing. The tarot card is just where everything is going bad. The tarot card is like everything's fucking crumbling around you. Everything you care about, everything you've done is just crumbling down around you. You're losing it all. As a 6-year-old kid, prior to that, at the age of 2, I saw my father murder my mom. So now, fast forward, 6, I'm going through this, I'm fucking done. I'm done with God, I'm done with people, I'm done. I'm not understanding what the fuck is going on. I'm mad as fuck because I asked God for 5 things to help me be the best me possible so that I could help and guide other people, so I could teach other people what I'm supposed to and all this other stuff, say what I'm supposed to say. God, I just asked for 5 things. None of it materialistic. All of the 5 things I asked for, again, was the strength of Samson, the faith of Job, the love of David, the wisdom of Solomon, and the teaching ability of Paul. And my world was flipped upside down. My world went to hell. Just like that. Sometimes you'll pray to God and ask God for something and God will give you the fucking opposite. Sometimes you'll pray to God and ask God for something and your world fucking collapses. Sometimes you'll pray to God and you'll put your petition out to God and it seems like everything goes fucking chaotic. It seems like everything goes fucking wrong when you pray to God. Why does everything go fucking hellish when you pray to God? Why do your world fucking collapse when you petition God for something like this? And what God had to show me was, Elijah, you asked for love. The love of David. So I had to make you feel like you were unloved. Your whole life, you felt unloved. Your whole life, you felt like you was unlovable. I'm going somewhere, I promise you. We're going to get there in a little bit. Elijah, you asked for the strength of Samson. So I put you through hell, so that you could see how fucking strong you were. I put you through fucking hell so you could see the courage you have. I put you through the motherfucking ringer. I've had people lie on you and cheat you and do the worst. I've had motherfuckers betray you and walk out your life and set you up and woo-doo-woo-doo. I had you go through this shit. Why? So you could see how fucking strong and brave you were. So you learn to stand on your own two motherfucking feet. I know it wasn't easy. You've been homeless several times. You've lost it all several times. To show you the courage you have of starting over. To show you the courage and the strength you have picking yourself up off the fucking mud and getting your shit back together again. I needed you to see how strong you was, Elijah. I didn't just give you Popeye strength. I sent you through fucking hell to build your motherfucking stamina, to build your fucking courage, to build your fucking muscles, your emotional strength. See, a lot of us, we got muscles, but we ain't got no emotional strength. We're yoked up as fuck, but we're weak as hell up here. We're emotionally immature. We're spiritually immature. We're emotionally and spiritually weak as fuck. God's not impressed that you can bench press 300. God's not impressed you can put up 400. God's not impressed you can squat 700. God's not moved by that stupid, ignorant ass shit. You can do all that stupid shit and be weak as fuck up here. And so God's gonna send you through some shit to strengthen this shit up here. God's gonna send you through some shit to show you who the fuck you are. When you ask God for something, you ask God for patience, God's not gonna just give you fucking patience. That's not how fucking prayer works. That's not how God, universe, source, the Most High works. You ask for patience, He's gonna give you a disabled child. You ask for patience, He's going to give you trials and tribulations. You ask for patience, He's going to give you heartache and broken hearts and tribulations and trials and all this other shit. Why? Because it's through the pain and the suffering and the trauma that you go through that you learn motherfucking patience. It's going through the losses and having to start over that you learn fucking patience. He don't just give you carte blanche, patience. He don't just boom and you got all this love and wisdom. No, you gotta go through some motherfucking shit in order for you to grow through some fucking shit, in order for you to build this shit up here. So that you can learn some shit. We go through heartache. We go through pain and trauma and losses and all the shit you've gone through. Why? Not because God hates you, because God motherfucking loves you. And He's trying to teach you some shit, but you won't fucking pay attention. You won't get connected to God's source, universe, the Most High, and understand the fucking process. Understand what the fuck you're supposed to be learning while going through this shit. See, the great majority of us, we just go through shit. We never grow through it. The only way you can grow through some shit is by getting connected to fucking source and saying, okay, what's the fucking lesson? What am I supposed to learn I'm going through this. What am I supposed to learn? Why these men keep abandoning me and rejecting me? What the fuck am I supposed to learn in this place of loneliness? What the fuck am I supposed to learn in this place of homelessness? What the fuck am I supposed to learn? Why I keep losing my fucking jobs? What the fuck am I supposed to learn? Why I keep getting fired? What the fuck am I supposed to learn? My health is failing and all that. What the fuck are you supposed to learn? You gotta grow the fuck up. You got to grow the fuck up. You want money, but you can't handle the fucking money you got. You asking God for money. God's not going to just give you money all the time. Sometimes he'll give you a little 20 here. Sometimes he'll give you a little 100 there. And maybe a couple thousand here. But God's not going to keep doing that. That's not what God does. God's going to make you sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, and learn some fucking discipline. Learn how to manage the fucking money you already got. You need more money because you keep wasting money. You need more money because you spending money recklessly. You buying stupid, ignorant ass shit you don't fucking need. Learn to take your ass home and learn how to fucking throw some seasoning on some fucking shit and cook some shit. And stop spending your fucking money out all the time. Eating out all the time. We gotta grow the fuck up. We got to grow the fuck up. And understand what the fuck is going on. God help us. I ask God for the teaching ability of Paul. You gotta go through some shit. You gotta go through some shit. You don't just go through it to go through it. You gotta grow through it. And once you grow through it, now you're in a place of, okay, man, I don't just have some knowledge, I got some motherfucking wisdom too. See, I got a lot of wisdom, not because God's just boom and you just deep and wise and woke and shit. I got a lot of wisdom because I've gone through a lot of motherfucking shit that I've had to grow the fuck up through. And see, so many of us, we want to compare ourselves to everybody else. Well, I'm just as smart as you. I'm just as deep as you. I'm just as wise as you. And then I don't give two fucks about the bullshit. I'm not here comparing my life to your life. I don't give a fuck what you do with your life. That's your fucking life. Live it however the fuck you want to. That ain't got shit to do with me. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta grow the fuck up. I'm who I am because I've grown through the hell of the shit that I've gone through. Say it again. I am who I am. I have the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that I have. I have the abilities that I've had. Because I've had to learn that shit by going through the hell and the pain and the suffering that I've gone through. I have the knowledge and information that I have because I've had to do the hard fucking work. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta understand why we're fucking here. We gotta understand why we have the hell that we have in our life. Why is our life the way it is? What's the reason behind it? What's the reason? And so many of us, I'm going through this because this motherfucker abandoned me with all these kids and da-da-da. Okay, well, maybe you guys need to learn not to be so fucking disrespectful. Maybe you guys need to learn how to shut the fuck up and listen to a grown-ass man. Maybe you guys need to stop acting like you fucking know every fucking thing. Maybe you guys need to stop being so fucking controlling and manipulative and lying and da-da-da-da and whoop-doo-doo. You know what I mean? We got to grow the fuck up and stop blaming everybody else. We gotta grow the fuck up and stop pointing the fingers at everybody else. and humble our monkey ass and sit there and be honest with ourselves by looking at the person in the fucking mirror. God, what are you trying to show me about me? If you ain't got no friends, what is God showing you about you? See, it's easy for us to sit back and say, these motherfuckers just fake, and these motherfuckers superficial, and these motherfuckers just pretending, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, maybe your ass ain't friendly. Your ass ain't got no friends because you ain't friendly. Maybe your ass ain't got no fucking friends because you always talking about you. Because you selfish as fuck. Every time somebody bring up some shit, you want to bring it back to you. Oh, girl, I know that hurt, but man, it don't hurt like the hurt that guy. Man, no, every time something come up, you always bring the conversation back to you. Somebody can't say shit about what they going through without you chiming in and adding your shit on top of it, trying to outdo their pain, trying to outdo their suffering. Trying to get the attention back on you because you're a fucking attention whore. You need to grow the fuck up. It is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. Man, God sends you through hell. God flips your world upside down. Not because he's angry at you. Not because he's punishing you. Because he's trying to teach your fucking ass some lessons. He's trying to teach you some shit. Some real shit. And you won't pay fucking attention. You just stuck out here in fucking la la land. You just so easily distracted with all the bullshit. So God has to flip your fucking world upside down. God has to snatch the rug right from up underneath you. God has to throw you out of your fucking house. God has to throw you out of your fucking job. God has to make you uncomfortable as fuck to get your fucking attention. The real question, are you paying attention? And why ain't you paying attention? You pay attention to all this bullshit going on in the world. You pay more attention to what the fuck Jay-Z and P. Diddy or whatever the fuck that dude's name is and all these other motherfuckers. You pay more attention to them than you do to God trying to get your fucking attention. You pay more attention to Donald Trump and whoever the fuck our president is right now. You pay more attention to these fucking politicians. You pay more attention to what the fuck is going on in Russia and Palestine and all these other fucking places. You pay more attention to that bullshit than you do this source trying to get your fucking attention so you can grow the fuck up and heal your bullshit. You don't heal. You won't heal. You won't grow the fuck up because you ain't paying attention. Because you're distracted with the bullshit. It is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to challenge your way of thinking. We got to grow the fuck up. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.